Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to start our new topic, that is past series, and the first tense in this series is past indefinite tense. So today we will discuss when do we use past indefinite tense, how to make sentences in past indefinite tense, and how to translate sentences into past indefinite tense by recognizing Urdu sentences. First of all, past indefinite tense is used to indicate an action that completed in the past, and it often occurs with adverb of time. For example, I flew a kite yesterday. We are talking about yesterday, and yesterday is adverb of time. She received this letter a week ago. There is adverb of time is ago. We are talking about past. Past action by we are talking about past action by mentioning adverb of time. Then there is another point in this tense, say in same definition. Sometimes we do not use adverb of time because time is indicated by the context. The sentence is self-explanatory. For example, I learned French in France means French here means French language. I learned French language when I was in France. I didn't sleep well. If you if you say I didn't sleep well to someone, it means you are talking about the last night. You are not talking about the night before yesterday. So these sentences are self-explanatory. Here you do not need any adverb of time. So past indefinite tense is basically used to indicate past action that occurred with adverb of time. Next, past indefinite tense is also used for past habits. For example, he studied many hours every day. It means you are talking about his past habit when he used to study every day. Now come to the formation of past indefinite tense. How do we form sentences in English in past indefinite tense? For past indefinite tense, we use second form of verb and helping verb is did, but helping verb is used only in negative and interrogative sentences. And when we use did, we use first form of verb. Come to structure of sentences. To make sentence, first of all we put subject, then verb, and then object. In past indefinite tense, second form of verb is used, and to make negative sentences we use did not after the subject, and with did we use first form of verb in the sentence. To make interrogative sentences we just put did at the start of the sentence or before the subject, and again with did we use first form of verb. We do not use second form of verb with did. This is the rule. As you know, in our syllabus, we have to translate Urdu sentences into English. So, we have to recognize Urdu sentences in which tense these sentences are. To recognize sentences of past indefinite tense, we have a rule here. In Urdu sentences, we have alif, choti a, and badi a at the end of the sentence. We have this form of verb: khaya, soya, khela, giri, खेले, गई, बनाए वगैरह. Sentence example is सना स्कूल गई. At the end you have गई. तुमने खत लिखा. At the end you have लिखा. उन्होंने मैच नहीं खेला. At the end of the sentence you have खेला. These sentences end at alif, choti a or badi a. Here are some model sentences. How will you translate Urdu sentences into English? Adil ne ek khat likha. This is affirmative sentence, and we use second form of verb to translate it. Adil wrote a letter. Wrote is the second form of write. Then its negative form is Adil ne ek khat nahi likha. Adil did not write a letter. Here we have used did not to make it negative, and with did we use first form of verb. क्या आदिल ने एक खत लिखा? To make it interrogative, we just put did at the start of the sentence. Did Adil write a letter? And again we have used write, the first form of verb, with did. If you have negative interrogative sentence, क्या आदिल ने खत नहीं लिखा? Then did Adil not write a letter? And at the end of interrogative sentences we put question mark. I hope you will understand. I will give you exercise to write in your notebook. If you have any problem, any question, you can ask me. Have a good day. Thank you.